Here we have High Pie at 25 to 1. That was not the field I said at the top, by the way. That was incorrect. That was an entry. Timely Writer 3 to 1, co-favorite in the betting. Royal Roberto 4 to 1. Here is the mutual field: Tudor Demon, KG Cougar, Our Escapade, Getaway Gray, and Ring Proud. As I said before, that simply means, if you're not familiar with race betting, that if you bet on one of those horses, you get them all for the price of one. Should they win, you take home some money. Well, now, John, they're moving towards the starting gate. Not there yet, however. The track conditions, I think, are of interest today. It's listed as sloppy. There were heavy rains this morning. Yeah. What would you call the track?
Well, I would have to say that they've run fast on it all day, and they seem to have maintained the fast time, and there's less water on it now than there was, half an hour ago. I would say that if you classified it muddy, you might be taking a risk, but it's between muddy and fast right now, and it has dried out considerable. You remember, this morning we talked about it, and during the rain, it looked as if we were going to get a very sloppy track, and all of our homework was going down the drain, but now it is fast.
We might point out that fast obviously is fast, but sloppy can be very fast. It means there's a lot of water on the track, and the hooves will go down to the bottom underneath, but mud usually means slow.
Yes, mud means that it's usually when it's drying out and there is mud, they're getting more traction, and there is more holding them back. It slows them down a little bit and tires them a little bit also.
This will be kind of a dress rehearsal possibly for the Kentucky Derby, having a large field like this, because it looks at this point like once again we could have the whole 20.
Yes, yes. You certainly could have as many horses as 20, and of course, as you well know, that's the limit now.
Number 2, into the starting gate in the number 1 hole. Now remember, the saddlecloth numbers do not correspond to their post positions. Number 3, their Victorian line. LaJolie, Victorian line. Number 12 is Tudor Demon. He's the one that went on to 500 to 1 in the Flamingo Prep. Number 13 is KG Cougar, the supplementary entry shipped in from New Orleans by Bud Delp, trained by Bud Lippman today. Number 4 is Stage Reviewer, another supplemental entry, cost $12,500 extra to put him in the race. That's the Lucian Lauren horse. Number 1, Bold and Cold, half of the entry from Guamazon Farm. Number 1A, the other half of the entry, of course, 4-Star General. All of them going in very well so far. There's 1A, 4-Star General, ridden by Garth Patterson. Number 15 in is Getaway Gray, one of the field horses, ridden by Arthur Ochoa. Now they'll bring some of the others up. You can see they're using 2 gates. Here is number 7, Wolfie's Rascal, down from New York. But first they're going to move in Le Danseur. Le Danseur seemed to like the mud one time up in Canada, but it wasn't a definitive mud race. Number 7, Wolfie's Rascal. Now, as we said, down from the big town, down from New York, where he won the Lucky Draw. Ridden by Vincent Bracciali Jr. He came down also for the race. Number 8 is New Discovery, ridden by the remarkable Georgie Velasquez. Anytime he's on a horse, give him a chance. 16 is Ring Proud. Moving in, number 9 now is High Pie. Larry Sawmell on him. Number 10 is Timely Writer with Jeffrey Fell aboard. Now let's go upstairs for the call of the race to Tom Durkin. Tom?
All right, thank you, Jim. They're in the gate. And they're off in the Flamingo, and Victorian line is hustled up. Getaway Gray is there, and there goes Tudor Demon in between horses with leisurely toward the rail. Tudor Demon now is up to take the early lead. Victorian line is hustled up on the inside second. Our Escapade is racing in third. On the far outside, Getaway Gray is now racing in fourth. Bold and Cold is fifth in between horses. Leisurely is sixth toward the rail. Ring Proud is now racing in seventh. 4-Star General is eighth. And Timely Writer is ninth on the outside. KG Cougar is racing in 10th position. Wolfie's Rascal is 11th in between horses. High Pie is now 12th on the far outside. Le Danseur is racing in 13th. New Discovery is 14th. And then it's Stage Reviewer, 15th at the rail. And Royal Roberto is last as the field continues up the backstretch. It's Tudor Demon in front, holding on to a short lead. Victorian line is right there racing in second. Leisurely is up with the leaders, and on the inside, there goes Bold and Cold now up to challenge for Our Escapade is just off the leaders, racing in fourth position. Getaway Gray is racing in fifth. And Timely Rider is sixth, gaining ground now on the outside. Timely Rider is moving strongly. And now the field is on the turn. It's Tudor Demon with the lead. Our Escapade and Timely Rider with the charge on the outside as they move to the quarter pole. Timely Rider takes command with a quarter mile to run. And Our Escapade is now racing in second. Tudor Demon, the early leader, has dropped back to third. And Royal Roberto is making a late run on the outside. Victorian line has dropped off the pace. And now the field moves to the eighth pole. And Timely Rider opens up. Timely Rider with a 6-length lead. And Our Escapade is racing in second. New Discovery with a late move toward the inside. Royal Roberto on the outside. But it is Timely Rider. Timely Rider in front as they hit the wire. He wins it by 4. New Discovery was second, and Le Danseur finished third. The time for the Flamingo was 1:49.3. Jim McKay, back to you.
Very nice call. Tom Durkin up on top, and there is the winner, Timely Rider. He will be believed now just a bit more, a lot more, I should say, than he was before the Flamingo. So the Flamingo once again has become an important race this year as we look towards the Kentucky Derby. This is no unknown horse. It does not muddy the picture. It actually clarifies it more than has been clarified so far. Timely Rider, ridden by Jeffrey Fell. Again, a bargain yearling. Actually, is sold as a weanling, John Beach, for $4,500, I think. Yes. $13,500 as a yearling. And what he's worth now, you could only imagine. Let's go back now. Pick up the relay at the replay at the end of the back stretch. John, here they come.
This is just tremendous. He makes his move, and he just keeps on rolling. And I thought that when he got to the 16th hole, he was going to, start to take a deep breath, although he was the overwhelming victor in this race. He's just very, very impressive. This is a tremendous effort for a horse, his second effort in the year, coming off a long layoff. It certainly demonstrates that the form that he showed in the Champagne, he certainly hasn't lost that ability over the winter, and it might have gotten a little bit stronger.
As I said before the race, imagine what this means, John, to the Martin brothers. We said they've been racing horses up at Suffolk Downs in Massachusetts, mostly claimers, I should think, for 25 years. Never had anything resembling this great horse, or this very good horse, let us say at this point, Timely Rider. The same is true of the trainer, Dominic Impresh. He started in the automobile business, went into training, and again, it's been Suffolk Downs, a very good racetrack, but not of the quality of Timely Rider and Kentucky Derbies. There he is.
Well, that's what racing is all about. One of the greatest things about it. You don't have to be a millionaire to have the best horse, and it's really a tremendous horse, and it's a tremendous day for them, and certainly they have a tremendous lot to look forward to the first Saturday in May.
Also, something a little different, that his sire until last fall was standing in Idaho and is now in the state of Washington. It's still unofficial. There you see it on the board. Number 10, Timely Rider. Number 8, New Discovery. Number 5, Le Danseur. And number 14, Our Escapade. Now let's take an isolated look at Timely Rider all the way around. John, why don't you call this for us?
All right, very good.
In the orange silk with the orange blinkers.
He breaks very well here, and the jockey looks to his inside to make sure that he's not going to bother anybody. He always is, I think, very conscious of the ground he's losing here, but he's got no choice. He can't drop in because he's 5 or 6 wide. He takes back a little bit here and relaxes as much as he possibly can. And I think,
all right, he's on the outside again. Orange blinkers, orange shirt. Number 10.
Right. I think this has been the key to this horse's running style and his success, is he can relax like this, and Jeffrey's just sitting there. He's picking up his horses very slowly here. He hasn't asked him to run a bit. He's just biding his time and playing it very cool, as all good jockeys know how to do. He's letting his horse relax, so his horse is really running very easily and not taking too much out of himself.
Well, he's moving up into a little bit of traffic here, but just staying on the outside, huh?
But still on the outside, keeping out of all possible trouble. He is, I'm sure, very conscious of the horses on the inside of him, but I'm sure he's also conscious of anything moving up on the outside of him in any way that would trap him. He's coming here to about the half-mile pole, it looks like, and he's running very, very easily.
By the way, they did 22 3/5 for the first quarter, 46 2/5 for the half mile.
Yes, he's just the lead horses are taking it out of themselves, and he's preserving it all. This is almost an identical race to the race that he ran in the Champagne last year. Right here, he just drops him into gear, and you can see him accelerate past 2 horses, and he's picking up the leaders very easily. There are 2 horses that have him beaten. He's coming up on the outside. He goes to the lead right here, and this is the end of the race. He just never really picked up the stick on him. It's really an impressive victory, something that will give everybody a little bit to look out for later on down the year. And as we talked before, Jim, about races, this gives him a lead, a head start, the first punch in a very important fight to get to Kentucky. But this is just tremendous. Look at these, hand-riding him out, doing it as he wants, at his own leisure. He hits him once there. But a very brilliant performance and a superb effort by horse and jockey, and all the trainer and the owner. It was superb.
We gave you the early fractions. The time for the 3/4 was 1:10 4/5. For the mile, 1:36 and at the finish 149 and 3. So it was 13 and 3/5 for the last furlong there. Not too fast, or
not too fast, no, but the thing about it was that it was done in the proper way. The track has got to be tiring on a horse like that, and he went to the lead after they went 3/4 and 10 and some change, or 10 and 4 and something like that, and that is in itself an impressive figure. And then to maintain that lead and open up, and no telling if he was going to be pressed how fast he would have run.
The results are still unofficial, but Timely Rider, of course, is the unofficial winner of the race, with New Discovery second, and with Le Danseur from Canada third. Waiting for the official results, and we're going to take a break, get ourselves organized here, and come back. Flamingo Stakes paying $7.80, $5.20, and $4.20. New Discovery was second, paying $11.20 and $7.80, and Le Danseur was third, paying $6.80. The fourth horse, he'll get a piece of the money as far as the owner is concerned. Number 14 is Our Escapade, and here is the trainer of the moment, Dominic Imprescia, who certainly came prepared with his pink pants and check pink jacket, pink tie, and pink flower for the Flamingo. Dominic, congratulations on, I guess, the greatest moment of your racing life up to here.
I guess it is. He's been doing everything great, this horse, and I'll tell you, we had him up to the race beautiful. And the only thing we had to come was the 16 post position, and Jeff's done a wonderful job. He's a good, cool rider, and he got him in his position, and he just made his run around the turn. It's the way he wants to run, and as long as he can get a spot to run the last 3/8 of a mile, he'll be tough to beat at any time.
Any thoughts going through your mind personally?
Well, we expect to go to the Florida Derby, and from there, I imagine, on to the Derby, I hope. As long as the horse stays the way he is now, we'll be on our way.
These are your owners over here, or where are they? Where? No? Well, I don't see them here. These are the Martin brothers of the Nitram Stables, which happens to be Martin spelled backwards. Where's Jeff? Did Jeff Bell go in?
We're all excited. And,
looking for the
Martin.
Looking for the... We got still pictures going over there. I thought Jeff Bell was here just a moment ago. Oh, yeah, there's Jeffrey Fell with the Martin brothers from Massachusetts. They're in the wholesale meat business, right?
They're from Boston. They're in the wholesale meat business. They're doing a good job with the meat business. They're doing very good in the horse business right now.
Okay, Dominic, again, congratulations to you.
Jim.
And we're going to be talking to Jeff Fell in just a minute.
Thank you very much.
Tomorrow, here we go, New York, the Kentucky Derby trial on April 24th, and then, of course, the Kentucky Derby on the first day of May this year, and the Preakness Stakes from Pimlico in Baltimore on May the 15th. It's going to be some fascinating spring for us, and I think here comes Jeff Fell right through the flowers. Jeff, congratulations.
Thank you, Jim.
A beautiful ride, and Dominic said it just couldn't have been better.
Well, the first turn was what worried me. We got hung up on the outside, everyone, but I couldn't worry too much about it. I had another mile to go. He made the leader on the turn. It kind of surprised me, but he went on. Yeah, I think he was the best horse today.
Any problems at any point? It didn't look like it.
No, he was. He came into this race in great condition. He went to the front very easily, and I hit him a few times. Wasn't necessary, but he went on to win pretty easy.
13-3 for the last furlong. You happy with that?
Yes, and he wasn't all out last furlong. He was kind of looking around quite a bit, so he should improve off the race.
Again, congratulations. We'll see you along the line for sure, Jeff.
Thank you, Jim.
Now let's bring in John Veach for a final word. How do you assess this now?
Well, we have the pre-Derby favorite right now. We know who he is, at least on the East Coast. He couldn't have run a better race, and if he continues in this style, he'll be very tough no matter where he goes.
4 weeks from today in the Florida Derby, we'll probably have Distinctive Pro. How about him?
Well, that's somebody else you'll have to worry about then, but right now, he's the horse.
Okay, let's have one more look at the official order of finish and the prices in the Flamingo Stakes. Timely Rider, $7.80, $5.20, and $4.20. New Discovery, $11.20 and $7.80. Le Danseur, $6.80. The official order of the first 3 horses. The time, again, 1:49 and 3/5, nowhere near the track record, but very